Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's All City Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. We are now in our fourth part of a four-part series in which we covered every single badge on NBA 2K20, and we tried to decide or figure out whether or not these badges are overpowered, underrated, or completely useless after patch 8. We've already gone through, if you guys are not familiar, we've already gone through, you guys see that body right there, you already know we out there catching bodies. But anyway, we've already covered finishing badges, we covered defensive badges, and we also covered shooting badges. So now we're going to do the playmaking badges. If you guys want to see those videos, you should see a link for them up top. Just click the little eye icon that's on the top right there, and you should be able to pull up those badge videos, or go to my channel and you can check them out there. But neither here nor there, we're gonna get right into it. The badge setup that you guys see below me right there on the webcam, you see below me those badges? Well, that badge setup comes from my homie Turk, my young homie. I saw him develop his offensive threat to how he plays today, and he's developed into one of the best point guards that we see out there in NBA 2K20. He has a shooting offensive threat, and those are the playmaking badges that he has set up currently. And you know, if you want to learn how to play like a point guard, these alley-oops, maybe 90% of the alley-oops that you see in this video come from my young homie Turk. So his passing IQ is on 1,000, and this is what helps make and develop a point guard. You need to have passing IQ. If you can shoot, that's even better. But a general IQ about basketball is what helps, that, you know, just having that fundamental aspect in your game will definitely help you as a point guard more than any playmaking badge that you can equip. So his badge setup in particular, before we start this off, just so you guys know, his badge setup in particular, and I vouch for him totally, his badge setup is floor general on Hall of Fame, handles for days on Hall of Fame, quick first step on Hall of Fame, space creator on Hall of Fame, tight handles on Hall of Fame, and unpluckable on gold. So if you want to kind of follow in the footsteps of the great out there, you may want to consider a badge setup like this. But we're going to get right into every single badge, and we're going to decide. Again, this is not necessarily my decision, these are just my thoughts from what I've seen playing against some of the best players out there, and also using these badges myself, as I'm a two-way slashing playmaker and I like to get saucy out there also. So the first badge on the list, there's going to be timestamps for you guys, man. Just know that you don't need to stick around through the whole video or just sit there and wait for your badge to come up. I'm going to have timestamps in the description below, so you can click on the badge that you're most curious about and find out whether or not the badge is considered overpowered, underrated, or completely useless. Let's get right into it. The first badge on the list is Ankle Breaker. The Ankle Breaker badge. Is this badge overpowered, underrated, or completely useless? In previous 2Ks, Ankle Breaker was the go-to playmaking badge. Everybody equipped Ankle Breaker or tried to get it as a higher level as possible, because 2K, up until 2K20, 2K just, I don't know for what reason, were handing out ankle breakers for any type of dribble move. If you had the badge at a high level, you were definitely catching somebody's ankles out there and making them touch the earth. But this year, Ankle Breaker has complete 180. Bout face, we don't want to look at you no more. Ankle Breaker does not seem to be a go-to badge for some strange reason. Let me know if you guys, remember, this video is about us creating dialogue and helping each other out. I'm not claiming that I have every answer, but I am claiming that I play the game a lot and I have a lot of experience in watching these players play, and I have a lot of experience on equipping these badges and testing out. It's not only that I go out there and play, I test them out extensively to see if they work or they function as they should. And Ankle Breaker, unfortunately, does not, I don't know if it's worth your badges. I don't know if it's worth, you know, any level of badge points. So you guys let me know, in my opinion, as of the way it stands right now after patch 8, and please don't hate me for saying this, but as it stands after patch 8, ankle breaker is completely useless. Man, you guys let me know if you feel any differently, or if you're out there goated using the ankle breaker badge. The next badge on the list is BAILOUT. Man, BAILOUT. If you guys don't know about the BAILOUT badge, it doesn't only help you. I got a video about the BAILOUT badge. You guys might want to check that out. But the BAILOUT badge, I have to say that this badge is an underrated badge, as most people don't know about the BAILOUT badge and what it can do for you. There's two aspects to the BAILOUT badge. It helps you pass the ball off after, let's say you go for a jump shot. Let's say you're going up for a layup, you can pass out. Whenever you're in the air, you jump, you can pass out of that jump shot, or you can pass out of that layup animation. And it's supposed to allow you to complete the pass. But the other aspect of the BAILOUT badge, which most people aren't conscious of, which I have in my video that you guys might want to check out, is that whenever a double team is coming your way, if there's a double team, you see, I don't know which badge it is that activates the two red circles on the defenders, but anyway, whenever you notice there's a double team, if there's a double team on your player as the ball handler, it increases your chance of throwing the ball away without even jumping and passing. It increases your chance to, it just makes it more difficult for you to pass out of a double team. And that's where BAILOUT comes in handy, because as soon as you're a ball handler out there and you try to get saucy out there, they're gonna double team you. They're going to double team, and you're going to end up in an animation that you don't necessarily want. You're unable to pass the ball out of the intense defense. BAILOUT comes in handy because whenever there's a double team, as you guys are going to be able to see in the video that I posted, I'll probably leave a link for it up top, you'll throw the ball over the defender, so you'll watch your player reach up and throw over just to get the pass off. So BAILOUT helps you get passes off in double teams, and it also helps you get passes off layup animations or jump shot animations. So generally it's just a great badge, in my opinion, to have equipped or consider equipping, considering that you have enough badge points to distribute and equip the BAILOUT badge, because I would say that this badge is an underrated badge after patch 8. Alright, let's get on with it, man. The next badge on the list is Break Starter. So are you using R1L1 or you use, hey, we just got a sub, man. Love hearing that sound. Shout out to y'all, appreciate it, man. Alright, Break Starter, man. Do you guys have Break Starter equipped? We're gonna try to get through these as quick as possible, but if not, please consider those timestamps. R1L1 or Break Starter. You know, I've been going back and forth with a lot of people. I've never equipped the Break Starter badge on my two-way slashing playmaker, and never equipped it on my glass cleaning lockdown as well. After grabbing boards, R1L1 outlet pass, and you good money. But some people out there have different type of builds, and I don't know if they could have a lower passer rating than my glass cleaning lock, but my glass cleaning lock doesn't have that higher pass rating, and I don't worry about turning the ball over after hitting R1L1. I grab that rebound, excuse me, I grab that rebound and I'm good money. I just let that ball loose with R1L1 and is on cue maybe 90% of the time, maybe even higher than that, maybe even 95% of the time. And I don't need to get a higher percentage than that. But I will say that I have seen centers have trouble with R1L1 and the outlet pass. I don't know what it could be. It could have something to do with your pass rating. But if you're having trouble with your R1L1 outlet pass, if you don't know about the R1L1, the second you get the ball off of a rebound, whether you're a point guard, a center, a power, whatever position you're in, the second you get the rebound, hit R1 and then L1 real quick. R1L1, just get that locked in your mind, and it will outlet pass to the furthest person down the court, so to throw the ball as far as possible, but way better than you icon passing to a particular player. So R1L1 is your go-to. If R1L1 is not working out for you, then the Break Starter badge will definitely be effective. My homie Tanner was telling me that since he equipped Break Starter, his outlet passes work they're a lot more effective out there. Alright, so the next badge on the list is Dimer. I love the Dimer badge, period, point blank. Dimer, although you see Turk, he doesn't have the badges that you see below are from Turk, so he doesn't have Dimer equipped. I personally like the Dimer badge just for the speed. You know, in 2K19, when you had Dimer equipped, the speed in which you pass that rock as fast as it goes, you feel like your shooters are really an extension of yourself, and as a point guard, that's how you should be running. Your everybody else on the court is an extension of yourself. So when somebody lays the rock up off of your pass, or somebody shooting the rock in the corner wide open, that's because they're an extension of yourself. You just see them as extensions of yourself. That's the mentality you should have when you're running the point guard position. But the Dimer in 2K19 especially would just dart those passes, and that's what it does also in 2K20. It gives you better pass animation, higher speed on your passes, which is why I really like the Dimer badge. Not to mention it increases shot percentages for the person taking the shot, so or laying the rock up for that matter. So you definitely want to, you might want to consider Dimer. In my opinion, I'd probably consider it an underrated badge because people are switching from Dimer to Floor General. You see Turk has Floor General on Hall of Fame, so people are kind of going back and forth between Dimer and Floor General, so it may be considered an underrated badge after patch 8. But give it a try. Let me know what you guys think about the Dimer badge. The next badge on the list is Downhill. If I'm not mistaken, that's right. Yeah, Downhill. So one of the things I come to notice very recently, now Downhill is supposed to increase, I made a video about this as well, Downhill is supposed to increase your speed with ball, but there's this weird, let me rewind this for you guys, there's this weird let me rewind it real quick. There's this weird animation that you guys are getting out there. I don't know if, let me know if you experience this, but you do a hezzy behind the back, and it seems like along the sideline it just vacuums you out of bounds. Please let me know if you experience this. But if you have experienced this and you find it too consistent, try equipping the Downhill badge at any level. I think I put it on bronze, and I noticed those vacuums out of bounds after that size up or hesitation animation, they immediately stop. So now that I got Downhill, I hit that hezzy along the sideline and boom, I'm gone, and I'm not getting vacuumed out of bounds. So Downhill is definitely a badge that's probably underrated for that particular aspect of what I just mentioned with the out of bounds vacuum thing that they got going on after patch 8 for some strange reason. It used to not happen before, but Downhill seemed to eliminate that. So you guys may want to consider the Downhill badge. It'll also increase your speed with ball tremendously, and it'll activate. When it does, you'll notice your little speed boost as you're going down the court. But it's supposed to be during transition. While you're in transition, it'll increase. But anyway, the next badge up on the list is DREAMSHAKE. If you guys are not familiar with DREAMSHAKE, I made a video about that as well, a badge video explaining DREAMSHAKE, how to activate it, what you need to do to use the badge effectively. And DREAMSHAKE is basically the new up and under badge. So if you want to activate DREAMSHAKE, just consider, however, you go into your 2KU, go into the controls, find out how to do up and under, you'll start using DREAMSHAKE more effectively. Whether it's overpowered, underrated, or completely useless, man, it's hard to say, man. If you have high like post control or post attributes for that matter, I would count DREAMSHAKE as maybe overkill. I don't find it absolutely necessary. I haven't seen dominant post scoring centers this year for some strange reason. Last year they were extremely OP, dominating every game mode. I mean, you saw post scorers eating out there. This year they really try to eliminate the post scorer build. So DREAMSHAKE, another body, man, get the boy up, he's sleepy. But anyway, I would probably have to count DREAMSHAKE this year for NBA 2K20 for what the devs did to the sliders. I would have to count DREAMSHAKE as completely useless this year. I wouldn't equip the DREAMSHAKE badge, unfortunately, because it's a great concept. But the next badge on the list is Flashy Passer. Now, Flashy Passer, every time I see somebody come down and do a flashy pass for some strange reason, I'm always thinking they're not good enough at playmaking, because maybe 90 to 95% of my passes are icon passes. It's just how I've evolved as a point guard, is to make sure that I'm passing exactly where I want the pass to go. So if you're doing flashy passes, then the pass is not going exactly where you want it to go 90 to 95% of the time. I'm sorry. If you're a passer that directional passes, or you hit the X button to pass alone, then you're not fully evolved as a point guard. Because remember what I said in the beginning, point guards need to see their entire team as extensions of themselves. So if your shooter's in the corner, he's an extension of yourself. That's you shooting the rock in the corner. So when you see somebody open, you should be like, oh, I'm open in the corner. Bam, I'm gonna hit him. And that's how you gotta see it. So if you're not icon passing out there, then you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. So I would have to rate flashy passer as completely useless. I would have rated it completely useless in every other 2K20 as well, only because as a point guard you need to have that passing IQ. And flashy passing, I just don't see how you can just prey on hitting the right player with using the flashy pass option. So flashy passer, in my opinion, completely useless. Please let me know if you guys feel differently. If you feel differently, let me know in the comment section so we could create some dialogue, and you can help me. You can help me for future content, or you can help somebody else who may be considering equipping flashy passer. So let us know what you think. The next badge on the list, Floor General, another highly regarded badge by the 2K community. This badge is supposed to increase your teammates' offense in general. It's supposed to increase it, and not only that, it gives you percentages out there as well, which is great. So if you see somebody open, it'll give you the percentage as you're coming down the court. As a point guard, you can see if somebody's open. You say, well, I'm gonna hit that man. I can see he's 100% open. He has a 100% chance of hitting that shot. I'll hit him down there, or 60%, whatever, 70%. It'll give you the percentage of how open they are and their chances. It'll give you the percentage of their chances of hitting the shot, their completion. So Floor General, whether it's overpowered, underrated, or completely useless, I can't say it's underrated because the 2K community highly regards the Floor General badge. As myself, I highly regard the Floor General badge as well. I think it's a great concept to have incorporated into NBA 2K20. And Floor General, I would have to say, it's probably an overpowered badge. I mean, it works well. It gives you the percentages. If you're a high IQ playing type of point guard, then Floor General should be a go-to badge for you. The next badge on the list is Handles for Days. Another badge that the entire 2K community highly regards is Handles for Days. If you're a point guard out there, it's more than likely, I would probably say 90 to 95% of the 2K community that's a point guard and has enough badge points to distribute has Handles for Days on the Hall of Fame. This allows you to dribble more, and anybody who's out there trying to be a point guard and finesse or get saucy out there, you're trying to get as much out of your dribbling as possible, and Handles for Days will help lower the amount of energy loss after you're dribbling continuously. So Handles for Days, overpowered in NBA 2K20. The next badge on the list, Lob City Passer. Now all of these alley-oops that you guys see here, these are the homie. I run with the homie Turk. This is his badge setup. Now I run so often with Turk, and you can see he doesn't have Lob City Passer equipped, and I don't have Lob City Finisher equipped, but somehow we're completing 90 minutes. It got to be like a 95 to a 98 completion percentage on these alley-oops. So do you need Lob City Passer? I can't say. I think it depends on your build, because there's a lot of people out there struggling with lobbing the rock out there to their finishers. So I think it really depends on your build and the amount of passing attributes that you have on your player. That might determine whether or not you need to equip Lob City Passer. But in my opinion, being that we complete all of these alley-oops that you guys see in the background here, At this high level, without the badge, I would have to rate it, from my experience only, I would have to rate it completely useless. But if you guys are dominating with Lob City Passer, or you feel that there was a huge change, let us know your build and let us know what Lob City Passer did for you and your teammates out there. The next badge on the list is Needle Threader, another badge that I would have to rate as underrated in NBA 2K20. It allows for you to get those passes. Everybody's complaining about passing lane steals, although I'm a two-way slashing playmaker and I feel like I just be right there in those passing lanes. This is the type of defense we play. We play the passing lanes, and unfortunately I feel like I should have just way more steals than I actually get. And it may be due to Needle Threader. Needle Threader is supposed to allow for them tight passes, right between the defense type of passes. So it could be due to people having Needle Threader equipped. You may want to consider equipping Needle Threader if you're finding yourself getting a lot of turnovers due to passing lane steals. Then you may want to consider the Needle Threader badge. I think that was the last. No, that wasn't the last clip. All right. The next badge on the list, Pass Fake Maestro. Now, Pass Fake Maestro is supposed to tighten up your fake pass, right? It was OP last year. People were pass faking. It was highly OP. People were pass faking and just banging out, like they just hit them shots. They were just shooting out there. But this year, I ran a lot of tests on the pass because I was gonna make a video on Pass Fake Maestro. So I ran a lot of tests on it. I didn't get to do the video per se, but I recall everything that I did, the extensive amount of research I did on Pass Fake Maestro, and I just can't say that this badge is worth equipping. Whether it's overpowered, underrated, or completely useless, I would have to say personally it's completely useless for my type of player build. If you're out there and you're dominating with Pass Fake Maestro, please let us know. Let us know how you use it, what type of player you have, because I don't see it. I don't see Pass Fake Maestro as being an effective badge to waste badge points on. My own personal opinion, guys. Don't hate me for it. Alright, Post Spin Technician. Unfortunately, post moves in particular in NBA 2K20 take too long. These long-winded animations allow the defense to completely collapse on your post scorer, and now you're getting stripped out there. So having Post Spin Technician, unless you're in a one-on-one, if you're playing the rush event, then you want to equip Post Spin Technician. It's going to be highly effective for you using the Post Spin Technician badge. But in every other game mode out there that's 3v3, maybe it might work for you on a 2 score. I don't necessarily play 2s. I just can't do it. But if you're playing 2s out there, Post Spin Technician might be effective for you, as I'm more of a 3s pro-am and rec player type. I'm that type of player out there. I can't see Post Spin Technician as one of those go-to badges. So I would have to rate Post Spin Technician as completely useless out there. Don't hate me, man. Don't hate me, you post scorers out there, or people that have the Post Spin Technician badge. Just let us know how it's working out for you. Next badge on the list is Quick First Step. Now, everybody loves the Quick First Step badge. I think anybody that could equip this badge on Hall of Fame has it equipped on Hall of Fame. Is one of the first badges that you should work on if you're developing your player, your point guard out there, you're trying to build up your badges, your badge grinding. Quick First Step is one of those first badges that you want to get up because of the explosiveness that it offers you. You know, that explosiveness off the hesitation, or just in general, what it says, off a triple threat or off a hesitation, you get that quick first step. And that quick first step could be the difference between you finishing or you getting some lame contest animation. So you definitely want to consider the Quick First Step badge. In my opinion, it works great on my player. If it's not working out for you, please let us know what you think about the Quick First Step badge. The next badge on the list, again, if I didn't say Quick First Step, Overpowered. All right, the next badge on the list is Space Creator. Space Creator, oh man, I love that body. Look at the man limp. Imagine that, bodying somebody and you limp away. But anyway, Space Creator. Another highly regarded badge by the NBA 2K20 community. Space Creator is a great badge to have, and for me trying to guard the homie Turk as he developed his offensive threat and he's out there shooting at the perimeter, he does the hesitation behind the back, hesitation behind the back, and then hesitation go. When you get that hesitation go, that Space Creator kicks in, and you as a defender, at least what has happened to me consistently, when they do the behind the back and then they go, or the hesitation and go rather. So again, hesitation behind the back, hesitation behind the back, and the hesitation go. When you actually get that quick first step and you're gone with Space Creator equipped on something like Hall of Fame, you as a defender stay stunned. 2K takes over your player. You can't move in any direction for a couple of milliseconds, and those couple of milliseconds allow too much space to be created, and there's a green light splash from the perimeter, and you can't even do nothing about it. So Space Creator, in my opinion, from what I've seen using the badge and also playing defense against someone who has the badge equipped with this type of badge setup, GG y'all, because you're not going to be able to guard the man. It's almost impossible. It has to be a double team. So Space Creator, overpowered in NBA 2K20. Next badge on the list is the Stop and Go badge. Now, I made a video about the Stop and Go badge. A lot of people have mixed feelings about the Stop and Go badge. I put the badge through a tremendous amount of tests to find out how to use the Stop and Go badge effectively, and I just couldn't see it. But a lot of people, I'll just tell you guys what a lot of people say about the Stop and Go badge. It's supposed to unlock left stick animation, so it's supposed to allow you to stop and go quickly, right? So it's supposed to be like the left trigger badge. Unlock particular animations with not your left trigger, your left analog stick. Not only that, a lot of people say also as well, which you guys may want to consider, a lot of people say that the Stop and Go badge allows you to set your feet quicker, so that way you can pull up quicker. If you're out there, everybody knows that in 2K20 you try to just stop and it goes through that little like extra 2 steps, tiny 2 baby steps. Those tiny 2 baby steps allow your opponent to close out and contest your shot. Well, with the Stop and Go badge, a lot of people are saying that it allows you to set your feet even quicker, stop and just pop. And I think a lot of you guys may want that out there, or are looking for something like that. So try equipping the Stop and Go badge and let me know what you guys think. My own personal opinion, I do not and really find the Stop and Go badge useful, but you guys try it out. Let me know what you think. Come back to us, let us know what type of player build you had and how effective the Stop and Go badge was for you. The next badge on the list, tight handles. Mixed feelings about tight handles. This is supposed to help with, if I'm not mistaken, was it step backs? I think Space Creator was step backs. And tight handles supposed to break down your opponent off a size up type of animation. So tight handles, highly regarded, I'm sure, by a lot of people out there, but some people say they won't even equip tight handles. And I've gone back and forth with tight handles, and you notice just in your my court, if you unequip it or have it equipped, you'll notice a difference in just the amount of time. So just go to your my court and try doing some of your dribble combinations, and you'll see that with tight handles, they're just a few milliseconds quicker. It actually makes your dribble moves a lot tighter, which allows you to break down your opponent just a little easier. So if you master your dribble moves, then I could see tight handles being highly effective for you guys. Consider equipping tight handles. Let me know what you guys think about it. Unpluckable, the next badge on the list. Unpluckable. Again, a roller coaster is unpluckable. It went through a stage where people were saying it needs to be buffed or it needs to be nerfed. I've been out there just like yesterday during our live stream. If you guys are not familiar with our live stream, we live stream every day. Sometimes we do it on, well, matter of fact, every day we do it on Twitch. We do it Twitch, D-Live, Facebook, and Mixer. But yesterday we added YouTube to the mix, so we streamed on YouTube as well. And I was complaining about the Unpluckable badge because the man is dribbling the rock right in front of you, and I'm a two-way slashing playmaker with a high amount of defensive attributes. And the man is he's not doing any dribble moves. He's actually the ball is bouncing right in front of me while I'm swiping at mid-air, and it's like, what's going on? I don't know if that's due to Unpluckable, but I hear Turk complain about Unpluckable. Turk is our point guard. I hear him complain and call the badge completely useless, but as you guys can see, he has it equipped on gold. And I personally have the badge equipped on Hall of Fame, and I've noticed a difference between Hall of Fame and not having the badge equipped at all, because when I didn't have the badge equipped, man, those glitch steals were way too often. Now I could at least get some dribble moves out without getting somebody, because you know they be spamming out there. Spam City out there, that's what they're doing, man. They are going crazy with the box button. I've never seen so many people, well, actually every year they go crazy with the box button, but man, this year it's like 2K rewards box button mashing out there for some strange reason, because if you're mashing the box button, I should be able to blow right past you. Instead, mashing the box button seems to create this contact animation that allows you to just latch onto me and go into like a 2 or 3 second foul animation. Why are we in a 2 or 3 second foul animation and moving 4 or 5 steps down the court in this foul animation where you have this canned animation where you have no control over your player? So Unpluckable, I would probably say, is underrated at the moment. I noticed how much of a difference it did for my player. I highly recommend Unpluckable. Whether it's overpowered, I can't say overpowered, because if it was overpowered, I won't never get the ball poked loose, but I do get the ball poked loose off of the, you know, the most goofiest type of animations. The man's in front of me, I do it behind the back, he glitches into a poke the ball loose, and you're like, what in the world? I hit the exact animation that I was supposed to hit with the exact amount of the right amount of space between you and the defender. You're like, all right, behind the back right now, because if the ball is behind me, there's no way he can get to the ball, right? That's what you're thinking. There's no way he can get to the ball, but unfortunately 2K puts you in this glitch steal animation or this long-winded foul animation, and it's just really frustrating. I highly recommend Unpluckable. I don't know, I can't say that it's overpowered, but I will say that it's probably underrated. I know that if you don't have it equipped, you will see a difference the second that you equip it at a high level. You'll notice a difference. At the very least, you'll notice a difference. But that's what we have for you guys, man. We went through every single one of the playmaking badges. If you guys found this video helpful, please let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget, we live streaming every day. Come check us out. Also, check out our Discord. If you're trying to stay connected with us, you have questions for me, you want to, oftentimes I'm doing my best to get to all the comments, but the comments are coming in a lot more, and it's a little difficult for me to get. I see, trust and believe, I see every single comment, but it's a little more difficult for me to kind of invest so much time into creating the video and then get right back into it and start hitting all of the comments and responding to them. But trust me, I mean well. I see all your comments, and I would at the very least hit like on your comment. But responding has been a little more difficult. If you want to stay connected with me and the All City Live TV community, they also have great knowledge, a wealth of knowledge in our Discord. So come to our Discord. The link, I'll try to pin the Discord link at as the top comment, but it'll also be in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. And if you want to stay connected with me and the All City Live TV community, then join us on Twitch and Discord. The links will be in the description below. Easy, y'all.